Halloween is coming up, and here is some Dollar Tree inspiration to get you in the spooky spirit. If you love to live an upscale lifestyle on a downsized budget, I am here for you at Skip to My Life. On today's episode, I'm going to show you some super affordable Halloween outdoor decor that you can make in just an afternoon. First, we'll make an adorable ghost lantern using a laundry pod container. I removed all the labeling from the container with acetone nail polish remover. Some labels are easier to remove than others. This one was pretty easy with the nail polish remover. And next, I'm just going to cut 3 circles out of this black vinyl placemat from Dollar Tree. I've had this little circle cutter device for years, but if you have a Cricut, you could use that, or you could also just freehand those circles. And then next, we're simply hot gluing the 2 eyes and the ghost mouth on our container. You may be thinking it's a little bit early for Halloween decor, but I wanted to give you all a jump on the season in case you wanted to start saving these containers and all the other supplies I'll be showing you. You can use any electric candle inside the container, but I really like these candlesticks from Dollar Tree. They come 2 for $1.25, and they have a little plastic stand that you can glue in the bottom of the container. Now they take 2 AAA batteries. I love the finished product, and if you have green or orange containers that use laundry pods or dishwasher pods, those would make great lanterns as well. Next, I'm going to introduce you to an outdoor lantern by a company called ONFORU. They sent me the lantern to review, and I'm going to give you my honest opinion. And then if you are interested in purchasing this lantern, there is a 10% off coupon code below in my description box. I found that these lanterns are very attractive as is, especially for Halloween and also for the rest of the holidays in the year. Now, this was a really simple setup. You first turn it on, and while the light is beeping, it's charging. That takes about 3 hours. When the light is solid, it has a full charge. It can be connected via Bluetooth. It has several different colors or a white light, and then you can hook it up so it synchronizes with the other lantern. So you do get 2 lanterns in a package, and I'm going to show you all the different features as we go through this. What I also liked about this lantern was that it's very sturdy. It has nice sturdy feet and a great handle. So if you wanted to hang this, it would make a perfect setup as well. We love to sit outside, and we especially like to decorate our home for Halloween and make it fun for the kids. And I know that these little blinking lanterns will make our house the funnest on the block for Halloween night. Next, we'll make a really simple Halloween sign that's going to be hanging in this platter holder that I have installed on my outdoor porch. All you'll need for this project are 2 of these black chalk signs from Dollar Tree. They have them for back to school and for baby. And we're just going to spray paint both of those signs black. And then I marked off with chalk where that hanger hits the sign, so I make sure to avoid that, and how I can center the lettering in the middle of the sign. I'm not a big fan of my own handwriting for these kinds of projects, so I'm using a stencil and a permanent marker. If you have a Cricut, this would be a really easy outdoor fall DIY project for you. If you are stenciling or freehand writing this on, I do recommend that you start out in chalk just to make sure that you have your spacing correct before you go back in with a permanent marker. And whenever I make a sign like this for outside, I like to go over it with some clear nail polish from Dollar Tree just to seal it from the elements. If you're new to Skip to My Life, a great big welcome. Give me a thumbs up or comment below and let me know how you found me. Now, when you mount this sign on that platter rack, it helps if you can put a little pool noodle in between the sign and the rack. That just helps it stay straight and not fall out. How super easy was that, guys? I know that everyone can do this, and if you're planning to try this idea, comment below and let me know. Next, we're going to make an over-the-top DIY Halloween front door that all your neighbors will be talking about. So we're going to start by cutting 2 triangles, one large and one small. I cut these triangles from poster board, and then I'm going to cover them with a black trash bag that I have sprayed with spray adhesive. Our 2 long-haired dachshunds, Bella and Franklin, are making an appearance throughout this video to say hi to your fur babies. If you would like them to give a shout out to one of your fur babies, please leave their name below in the comment section. You may have guessed by now that we're making a giant jack-o'-lantern face out of the whole front door. So those 2 triangles will be the eye and the nose, and now I'm tracing out the mouth, and I'm going to be honest with you, it took me 5 or 6 tries till I got this exactly the way I wanted it. And then I cut it out of the poster board and again lined it with that black trash bag sprayed with spray adhesive. This black trash bag will make my jack-o'-lantern face weatherproof. It's very inexpensive, and because my door is white, there's a great contrast. But you can choose the color and material that fits your situation. If your door is black, obviously you're going to want to use something that's a light color. To mount these pieces on the door, I just used a generous supply of duct tape rolled up around the perimeter of each piece, so it would be hard for moisture to get underneath, and it seemed like it stuck really securely. Now, when I say that these projects are inexpensive, I hope you all know it's not clickbait. I am for real. I am always trying to find ways to decorate that cost next to nothing or use materials that you already have. This project is the most involved, but it still is about $10 in price, and I think that it makes a really big bang for your buck. I started out with 2 pots that I already have. These are plastic pots. I spray painted both of them black, and then I cut off the little feet on the bottom of them so that I could adhere one to the other and make it look more like a pedestal or an urn. Because this project is going to be outside and I hope to use it over and over, I used some Gorilla Glue as well as hot glue just to make sure that it's weatherproof. The next step to make this arch is to make some really secure cement footings that are going to hold our arch pieces. So I recommend, if you're going to try this step, that you have a partner help you. My husband helped me with this, and we use this Quikrete concrete. Now, when it says quick, it really is quick. It dries and sets up within about 20 minutes. It starts off as a sandy, pebbly kind of a mixture, but once you add water and stir it, it's ready to go. For my form, I used an old plastic pot with a white trash bag inside because that pot had some holes in the bottom. I didn't want the concrete to leak through. Once our concrete was in place, we inserted a PVC pipe and then used a hold brick to hold that in place. And like I said, it didn't take long for that concrete to dry, and here is what we were left with. Dollar Tree now has pool noodles in Halloween colors for projects just like this one, and I got the last 3 black ones. So if you're looking for black pool noodles, you'll want to get to Dollar Tree as quickly as possible. Another quick hack, if you're trying this project, make sure that your PVC pipe is the correct size to fit the pool noodle. You don't want to make this whole base and then find out that your pool noodle is too tight to fit in. It needs to fit snugly, but make sure your PVC pipe is not too wide around. For my arch, I ended up using 4 black pool noodles. Yours will depend on how tall and how wide you want your entryway to be, but mine used 4, and I think that that would be a pretty standard height. After I zip tied those 2 connecting pool noodles at the top of the arch, we're going to use a black, white, and iridescent party tablecloth covers from Dollar Tree. I like to use oblong table covers when I do projects like this. If you can find them, if you can't, you can usually make the other sizes work. It's just much easier and you get more material to work with if you can use the oblong. Now, I started by cutting this black tablecloth in strips, and then I'm going to be connecting it using the zip ties to those pool noodles. and have fun with this part. You can create whatever style you wish and whatever color you wish. This would also be really fun to put a bunch of twinkle lights on. You could put bows, you could put all kinds of ribbon and little jack-o'-lanterns or whatever you like. Dollar Tree has so many fun supplies for this type of a Halloween art. I decided to stick with the ghost theme, so I'm taking 2 of the plastic softballs from Dollar Tree, and I am cutting a part of that white plastic table cover, and then before I attach it to the ball, I am threading it around one of those zip ties on my arch, and I'm attaching it to form a little ghost head. Now, this ghost looks pretty sad, I must say. He looks like he's just had a really hard day. His head is a little bit droopy, but we're gonna fix that in just a minute. Today's question of the day: if you went trick-or-treating as a child, comment below and tell me your favorite costume. It seems like my sister and I would always go as ghosts because we would put it off to the last minute. Our mom did not really like to buy Halloween costumes. We were on a really tight budget. So at the last minute, my sister and I would find an old sheet, we would cut eyes in it, and we would go out as ghosts. Comment below and tell me what your favorite costume was. I'm using this clear terrarium ball from Dollar Tree to make a little bit larger ghost head for the top of this arch, but it's the same exact method as we used for the sides. Now I'm securing the top of that arch with thumbtacks just to the wooden door frame so that it doesn't come toppling over. And we're going to glue gun, just with a little dab of glue gun, that ghost head to the side of the black tablecloth so that it doesn't droop so much. It doesn't really take very much glue at all to fix this little problem. And next we will draw the similar ghost head as we did on our lantern with a permanent black marker. To complete the arch, we really need to cover up the rest of those zip ties. So I am taking the iridescent tablecloth, and I've worked with this one before and I love it. It's such a great value for $1.25. We're cutting strips and I'm just bunching it up, very easy to do in my hand, and then I'm zip tying it, and you will see that this gives somewhat of a little pinwheel or a fan effect. A big thank you to those of you who have been with me on the Skip to My Life journey for a while. We are almost at 10,000 subscribers. I cannot believe that. And I owe it all to you all. Thank you so much. It's been so much fun along the way, and I hope to share lots more ideas. With the remainder of that iridescent tablecloth, I'm going to cover the zip ties at the bottom and also create a little curtain to stuff inside those urns and cover up my cement blocks. If you've been around a while, you know our story. We downsized from a 6-bedroom McMansion to a 1,000-square-foot rental home once our kids were grown and flown. And we love to do all kinds of small space and renter-friendly hacks to make our house feel cozy and welcoming. Here comes the big reveal, guys. I want to tell you that I had so much fun putting this together for you. I felt like a trick-or-treater myself. I got such a big kick out of it, so I hope it brightens your day. And I am giving these 2 little tricksters some treats to get them to pose for you and say hi to your fur babies. Well, if you loved these high-end DIY Dollar Tree Halloween hacks, you're going to want to watch even more in this video coming up next. And until we see each other next time, do not forget, don't give up, my friend, because today is not the end of your story.